waxaan rabaa in fursad qaali ah maanta ii ah inaan hortiina soo istaago aniga oo dhameeyay classkii businesska ahaa oo muddo 3 bilood noo socday classkaasi waxaa fangareeyay hay'adda la yiraahdo NDC waxaana facilitationkeeda iska lahaa New American Academy.
I would like to call Asad, and he is the director. He's the executive director of the New American Academy, and also he is a business consultant with the Neighborhood Development Center.
Assalamu alaikum. Aad iyo aad baad u mahadsantihiin inaad ka soo qayb gashaan xalfadan kooban ee ugu talagalay ardaydii ka qalin jabisay barnaamijkii entrepreneurship-ka aan soo wadnay muddo mataqaanay fara badan aan ku soo jirnay oo nagala soo qayb gashaan xalfadan iyo mataqaanay barnaamijkan aan wadnay runtii waddankan Mareykanka joogno entrepreneurship waa waxyaabaha ugu weyn mataqaanaa wax ku gaaray weeyaan hadda u fiirso company kasta whether you call Walmart or McDonald or any company aragto shakhsi un baa mataqaanaa idea la yimid idea markuu la yimid mataqaanaa waa la investigate wax ka Mareykanka waxyaabaha adduunka ka horeeya waxa kamid entrepreneurship iyo innovation yani something baa qofku uu aaminayaa markaas wixii idea buu la imanayaa wixii markaa true bay noqonaysaa marka aad baad runtii aad mataqaanaa ardaydu u mahadsan yihiin ardaydu waxay soo barteen sida businesska loo rangarayo waxyaabaha u ah aasaaska in qofku uu business mataqaanaa uu noqdo businessman ama businesswoman hadday noqon lahayd cash flow managementiga budgetinga customer serviceka hadday noqon lahayd using technologyga sida businesska loogu isticmaalo waxaasoo dhan bay ardaydu ay soo barteen muddadii ay mataqaanaa ku soo jireen mataqaanaa barnaamijka entrepreneurship-ka in badan oo ka midana already business ay leeyihiin oo existing ah oo mataqaanaa very successful ah just waxay rabaan inay ku sameeyaan expansion ay business ku sameeyaan marka aad baan runtii ugu mahad celinayaa waqtiga faraha badnaa ee meeshan ay soo galiyeen hal arrin baan idin sheegayaa ardayda mostly markay graduate gareeyaan ay shahaadada qaataan shahaadadan just waa the gateway-ga ugu horeeya waxaa la rabaa inaad business plan-kiina aad qorataan oo aad mataqaanaa financial projectionkiina aad diyaarsataan ka bacdi loan aan ribo lahayn oo aan interest lahayn ba access u helaysaan si aad businesskiisa ugu bilaabataan inagoo islaam aan nahay culture-keena iyo dhaqankeena ma ogola mataqaanaa interest waad ogtihiin this NDC waa the first organization oo la yimaado programkaas weeyaan waad mahadsantihiin I would like to welcome all of you into this event and it's a great honor for me as a executive director and also a trainer for this entrepreneurship class. I would like to welcome Congresswoman Representative Yvonne Seltzer and Phyllis Khan, as well as our brother, the first ever elected Somali into office, Councilman Abdi Warsame. I would like to also mention that Ilhan Umar, who works the office of Councilman Johnson, is also here, and a lot of community leaders are also here. So all of you, Abdurrahman, who is the owner of Safari, as well as the trainer of entrepreneurship classes, is also here. So I would like to all of you say thank you very much for coming. This entrepreneurship training is all about realizing the American dream. With almost every kind of business that we have in this country, whether it's a Walmart or a Target or a Burger King or Taco Bell, it starts from an idea. It starts from a very scratch. Somebody think about how I should have business, how I can support myself and my family and my neighborhood. Then it turns into a real and mainstream corporation. So you will, if you read how Apple company starts, it was just starting from just 2 or 3 people's idea, and then it goes. They have more cash than the United States government today. So if you really have your dreams and you are stick with what you believe and you have determination, I'm sure you will reach your business goals. But one thing I would like to share with you is this. To the experience that I have with our community, those who graduate like this, Usually when they get the certificate and they had their handshake and they say thank you, some of them, they don't follow the process. The certificate is just the gateway of applying your loan, interest-free loan, free of riba loan, which NDC is the first organization that come up with that kind of loan into Minnesota, and I think maybe nationally, if I'm not wrong. So when you finish this, you are starting a long process. You have to fill up your business plan, including your customer service strategies, your marketing strategies, how you will market your business, cash flow analysis, how you will do budgeting, bookkeeping, all those kind of stuff we learned in this class. How you use technology in your business. All those are something that I want you to include in your business plan. And then a very thorough projection of business financial projection. You cannot just say, I would like to have 100,000 or 20,000. You have to say, I would like to have this by this amount. It goes to lease improvement. This will go to equipment. This will go to capital. All those kind of stuff. So I think I will be more than happy to see you guys succeed. So far, I saw one of our graduates. He had a very good business. He employed 20 people for our neighborhood. 20 people. So if each one of you hired 20 people for our community, I think that's a model. That's a success story. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Asad. I would like to call here Kathy Moriarty. She's from NDC.
I am just overwhelmed by the response and all of you here tonight. This is a great tribute to the spirit of the Somali population here in Eden Prairie. I am pleased to know many of you in the room tonight. I have 3 of our trainers here. Trainer here, Abdi is a trainer, Assad is a trainer, and that attests to NDC's commitment to the Somali community. Whether it's in Eden Prairie or Minneapolis or St. Paul or in Wilmer or wherever it happens to be, we love providing services for folks who are interested in starting a business. I have a question. How many of you have come through the training class? Raise your hand. That is fantastic. So how many of you are ready to start a business? That's even better. Nice. Nice. How many of you think you're going to be needing a loan? Okay. So as Assad said, you really have to have that business plan written, and you have to be ready to present it to access some loan funds. Where do you plan on starting your business? Is it here in Eden Prairie? Minneapolis? Eden Prairie. All right, that's what we want to hear. I just want to say that congratulations to everybody who came through the class. As Assad said, this is not the end. This is just the beginning of the resources that are available to you. So if you need further assistance, continue to meet with Assad one-on-one, and don't hesitate to contact Cicely or anybody at NDC. We're here to support you and make your dreams come true. You do the hard work and we just support you. So good job, congratulations.
I would like to call the next speaker is Yvonne Seltzer.
Thank you. Well, I am State Representative Yvonne Seltzer, and I represent Southern Minnetonka and Northern Eden Prairie, and it was an honor. People often cry when I speak, it was an honor to be invited here tonight, and I'm very excited to be present at the graduation for the entrepreneur class of the New American Academy. And I know that with your amazing director and your instructors, that you are prepared, that you are ready to go out and begin to start those new businesses and become the entrepreneurs, which is in the great Somali tradition and the great American tradition. And so I'm very excited for you. And I want to thank you for your efforts in getting the certificate and being ready to start a business. And my role as a state representative is to partner with you to help you succeed. That's my job. I'm a servant of the people. And so we've talked about loans this evening, and they are very important. And at the state level, I co-authored legislation which will expand the pool of forgivable loans in a proven program called Minvest. So that's another option, and there are other options that we can help you with and explore as you look to start your business, which is very important. I'm also very proud for the women in the group. Don't feel mad, gentlemen, but for the women in the group, I authored the Women's Entrepreneurs Act, which will support women entrepreneurs who want to start or expand in high revenue businesses. So that's a program that I want to go back to our state capital and work on expanding, because women have a definite place in the American business community. So that is another. And of course, it's important that we train workers to work in businesses so that they can, and in the fields with the jobs that are available, so they have money to spend, right? That's how it works. And so that's another thing that I've co-authored and we've done at the state capitol, and we need to do more of, which is to provide training programs that actually train people for the jobs of today. And that's an important issue also. And wages are important. And I voted to raise the minimum wage in the state of Minnesota. And that's important too, because everyone deserves a livable wage. And of course, then there's more money to spend in businesses. Businesses can create jobs, and that's how we grow our economy. And the last thing I just want to talk about is the fact that people need stable housing. People need to be in one place. They need affordable housing. And then along with their higher paying jobs, they again have more income to spend in new businesses such as yours. And then, of course, our economy grows. And so I was very proud to vote for $100 million in affordable housing for the state of Minnesota. So, you're going to succeed because of you and because of the great training that you've received. And again, my job as your state representative is to help you succeed. So I look forward to our continued partnership, and just again, congratulations and enjoy this well-deserved evening.
Okay, the next speaker is council person Abdi Warsame. Welcome.
Assalaamu calaykum, waa mahadsantihiin. Waxaan rabaa marka hore inaan u mahad celiyo ururka New American Academy iyo Asad Khaliif oo gudoomiyaha ka ah, iyo dadka tababarayaasha ah oo Cabdiraxmaan hadda nala joogo maanta iyo rag kale oo badan. Waad mahadsantihiin, iyo dadkii ka soo qayb galay oo galaaska soo maray oo course ka qaatay oo raba inay business furtaan. Aad iyo aad baad u mahadsantihiin dadaalkiina. Waxaan rabnaa inaan intaan ka sii wadiin oo siduu yiri Asad, businessku waa laf dhabarka dalka Mareykankuna waa hadda waa aragteen Soomaali lacag laha jirto dalkan ama magaaladan ama gobolkan. Marka kuwaasna maalin sidii oo kale ahaayeen oo waxay class bay aadeen oo way ka fakareen inay wax furtaan. Marka meel fiican baa maraysiin, insha Allah khayr baan idin rajaynayaa. waxa kaloo rabaa inaan kala hadlo haddii aad coday kartiin inaad codaysiin. Taasna waa muhiim. Mareykanku codku waa awood weey. Hadda maanta waxa council person Abdi Warsame iyo meesha ka hadal waxay ku timid codka shacabka Soomaaliyeed ee noo codeeyeen iyo dadka soo saaray. Marka inaad codaysiinna waa muhiim. maxaa la dhahaa barta marka xildhibaanadiina as well waxaa joogto Yvonne Seltzer oo xildhibaanada waqti dheer meesha ku jirtay oo ka tirsan maxaa la aqalka sare ee St Paul. marka ayna baratiin oo codaysiin oo dadkan u sheegtiin taas laftigeedna waa awood weey haddii kale ma ladii imaalahayn waa taas fahamtiin. marka waad mahadsantihiin. Briefly in English, I would like to congratulate the class of 2014 and the New American Academy. I would like to also thank Asad Khalif for the invitation, and it's a pleasure to be here in Eden Prairie. You know, there's a joke in our communities in South Minneapolis in Ward 6. We all aspire to move to Eden Prairie and Edina. So I already see many Somalis have already made the journey and are here. And so we thank you. And I mentioned briefly that business is very important. To start a business, entrepreneurial spirit is an American trait, and it's wonderful to see people who, especially our young women, who are trying to start a business and participate in the American dream. But I also mentioned that voting is also an American tradition, and people need to vote, and they need to go out, and they need to get to know their state representative and senators and council members and park board members and so many members. But they have to get to know them. And I mentioned that we have State Representative Yvonne Seltzer here today with us. And it's important that we participate in the American dream, which is to vote and to move to Eden Prairie. So thank you very much.
What a great people tonight, because you can get, different spices, like a woman. And voting is very important. People, they couldn't vote before, but now, voting is power. So the power is in your hand. So your vote makes a difference. So you have to vote. All right. The next person is Representative Phyllis Kane.
I really don't. After these two wonderful talks from my two colleagues, Yvonne Seltzer, who is serving her first term but did the work that people do in their 10th term practically in the legislature, and we really want to make sure that we keep her there. She kind of went through the good things that we did in the legislative session, so you don't need me to repeat it. I will just say ditto, and then I'm also extremely pleased to share the stage with not my council member, but the council member for part of my district. And I was very pleased to be one of the first elected officials to support his election, and he has not disappointed anyone. I've heard people who I usually don't agree with anything on the Minneapolis City Council have told me that of all the new members, he is by far the best. Moved right in and did a super job. So I'm very pleased to share the stage with both of these people, and I'm very pleased to be, I've already spoken with one of your graduates and made an arrangement to go look at her business, and I'm very pleased to be here at this auspicious day. Thank you.
The next speaker is Chairman of Jubaland Diaspora Association, Master Abdi Khader Abdi Yusuf.
aad u mahadsantihiin dhammaantiin dadka meesha isugu yimi. aad baan idinku faraxsanahay graduateska maanta ugu soo dhammaaday galaaskan lagu baranayo sida businesska loo bilaabo iyo sida businesska looga shaqeeyo. waxaa dhammaantiin ogtihiin kulligan business baan ku jirnaa one way or the other. markaan saalaya waxaa waye ilmuhu markuu dhasho babies markay dhashaan markay wax u baahan yihiin way ooyaan waa loo soo kala cararaya caana la siinaya cunta la siinaya they're in business. markay waaweynaadaan waxay noqonayaan ayagana they kind of attention kaaga way ku sheeganayaan waxaan u baahanay nanac waxaan u baahanay waxaan u baahanay waxaas. markay age ay soo yara weynaadaan hadhow markii ay sii weynaadaanna dee business oo furtaanba. marka qof kasta oo naga mid ah business buu ku jira. we all in business. so that is way to say it. aad ayaan ugu mahadcelinayaa dhammaan dadka aadka u wanaagsan ee meesha isugu yimi galaas ka faa'iidaystay. this is an American dream, believe it or not. maanta waxaan joognaa maalin la yidhaahdo Columbus Day. Christopher Columbus wuxuu ahaa nin businessman waddanka markuu yimi he have to sell from meeshuu ka imaaday ilaa halkan. he was selling all the way here. marka maanta waa maalin special. marka idinkana special baatiin graduateskana special bayiin. intaa ka bacdi waxaan doonayaa inaan u wareego qaybta Ingiriiska oo aad baan laga yaabaa inaan ugu fiicnayn. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the graduates. It's an honor to be here, and I would like to welcome you all. This is starting a new path, and you guys have reached a milestone, so it's important. Secondly, I would like to thank my dear brother Abdi Warsame, who drove all the way to Minneapolis to show his support to this organization, New American Academy, which started as a youth leadership organization to build the community from bottom up. So I'd like to congratulate him and his leadership to the Somali community and the Somali American community. Secondly, I would like to congratulate the state representative and ask you all, for those who live in this part of the city, to vote for her. Thank you. And thirdly, I would like to thank Falas Khan for her leadership for the past more than 3 decades, for her leadership in Southside Minneapolis. I've been living in this state since 1998, and I've heard this name again and again, and we are behind you. Thank you. Speaking about the entrepreneurship and the graduates, America is founded as business people, small business. And we all in business one way or the other. Why do I say that? When a child is like 2 months old, they're in business, they're involved in business. When they want something, when they need attention, when they want to sell something, they start crying. And everybody converge their side, milk, food, and everything. They're in business. And when they grow up 2-3 years and start talking, they become manipulative. Mom, I need this, I need this. They're in business. That's how I say it. And when they grow up, they move ahead and they start companies like Walmart, Apple, Walgreens, Starbucks. And I see some of, America, like when you go back in 19th century, there's small millionaires, but how many millionaires are here in United States? You can't even count them. Why? Because the foundation of this country was built on business and entrepreneurships. So don't put yourself too low. You can start something and grow from scratch to Apple. You can do that. It just needs patience and persistence. And lastly, I would like to thank New American Academy with their partnership with that organization, building this community. And I thank you all. Assalamu alaikum.
The next speaker will be one of the community leaders in Eden Prairie, my friend, Ahmed Jama.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Marka hore waxaan ku salaamayaa salaanta islaamka. Assalaamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm just going to say a few words about the business world. I've been here since 1979. I graduated from University of Kentucky. The closest Somali to me was in Washington, D.C., 8 hours drive. For 5 years, I haven't seen a Somali. It was a struggle. I wasn't qualified for financial aid or anything. So at night I work as a cook, and in daytime I go to school. Every summer I will go to New York City and drive a yellow cab and make enough money to last me for the rest of the year. That's a sense of business. Later on in my life, I owned a 7-Eleven in Philadelphia. I had a wholesale market in Minneapolis. And now I'm a businessman in medical transportation. I lived here since 1998 in Eden Prairie. What I want you all to realize is the quality of education. Good business is based on education. And if you look at our community and the colored people of this state, we are number 48 in the achievement gap. 48 out of 50 states. We are number 50, dead last on graduating minorities from high school. That's a crime. And do you see anybody outraged among the politicians? You have to put their feet on the fire. Yes. Don't just give away your votes. You have to ask intelligent and provocative questions. What did you do for me? There's a shortage of affordable housing here. There's only 500 units of affordable housing in Eden Prairie, including the seniors. We don't have places to live. And when you don't have a stable residence, your kids, your livelihood, all are in jeopardy. Employment, we are one of the lowest. Healthcare quality, we are one of the lowest. What we need to do is to address these politicians and tell them, hey, we are citizens too. Thank you.
The next speaker is Ilhan Omar. She's an aide to Councilman Johnson.
waa mahadsantihiin horta dadka invitationka ii extend gareeyay aad aan ugu faraxsanahay inaan kasoo qayb galo New American Academy weligay waa maqlaa shaqada ay qabtaan laakiin maanan helin chance aan horey ugu soo booqdo waxaa kale oo farxad weyn ii ah in aan caawa meeshan aan joogno ay ku graduate gareynayaan dad badan oo entrepreneurship bartay Soomaali hadaan nahay annaga dhiigeynay ku jirtaa in aan dad business galno aan noqono entrepreneurship waxa u malaysaa in lagu dhalay oo lagu barbaaray laakiin badanaa waxbarasho umaanan aadno oo ma helno qof na caawino oo nagu sii taakuleeyo marka programkan oo kale aad u muhiim u yahay koodi wax waa la bilaabi karaa laakiin waxaan u baahanahay inaan dream gareyno big organization yalkeen inaan grow gareyno waxaan arkaa walaalkay safari oo kaleete safari aniga markaan yaraay oo magaalo Minneapolis aan ku koreynay meeshaan ku hangout garan jirnay qol yaris small haddana waa businessyada magaaladaaniita ugu weyn Afro Deli is another one oo Hussein Samatar Ilaahay u naxariistay uu start gareeyay marka waxaan u baahanahay saasoo kale inaan ka fikirno businessyadeena oo aan isku dayno sidee next level aan u gaarsiin karnaa oo aan u noqon karnaa dadka journaalada lagu soo qoraayo oo laga hadlaayo oo guul weyn inaan gaarino dadka aan tusino I don't think it's really necessary for me to say much in English. I think everyone spoke. I was just mentioning a little bit about how it's in our blood. Entrepreneurship is in our blood as Somalis, and it's something that we're raised with. And it's an honor to see people sort of graduating and being mentored to become great entrepreneurs in this city. Thank you.
The next speaker is one of my friends. He's an entrepreneur. He has a business, Safari restaurant, and also he's a trainer, business consultant. Abdurrahman, welcome.
Galab wanaagsan, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today. For me, it's a very honor to be here tonight. I want to mention a couple of things. Two organizations who has been working hard to make this thing happen. New American Academy, led by Asad Khalif and NDC, Neighborhood Development and Corporation, which has been working so hard for a very long time for the immigrant community in Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul. Both of them has a vision led by very strong leaders trying to help the community every way they can. So it's been an honor for me working both organizations. I'm also a trainer in both in the English class and Somali class that's usually held in Brooklyn Park and St. Paul. I would like to talk about a few things about business. A lot of us have indicated Somali's DNA is very much coded with the business. We're born with it, and we try to get into business, and that's the indication of Minneapolis. If you look at Minneapolis, there's so many Somali businesses. But for me, time's enough doing small businesses. We need to go to the next level. As Ilham said, we have real good organizations, mechanism, knowledge, adequacy, and tendency to do a big business. So I will suggest to everybody not to think small, not to think another halal, not to think opening another restaurant, honestly. But thinking about big and opening big business, that's exactly what's going to help the U community, that is what's going to help Minneapolis and Minnesota and the state of Minnesota. Thank you. When you're talking, my minister?
You can make the conclusion.
All right, thank you. And then finally, my point is just let's get to think about big business and let's get to the big business. We have what we need to do. We have the knowledge, we have the community, we have the market, we have the know-hows. So let's bring all those together and make that thing happen, inshallah, maybe this year or next year. What I would like to say about, in addition to my business, this year I started opening an organization. It's called Aspire Institute. Our mission is inspiring and transforming young children and youth through technology. We're going to train about animations, computer coding, and all tech stuff. So hopefully I will ask you, all of you guys, to visit us on the website. It's called aspire.institute. We have classes in St. Paul and Minneapolis, and hopefully we're going to be soon in Eden Prairie. So I would like to, both asking you to send your kids, to yourself, and other than the business, what I would like the Somalis to get in the next 2 decades about technology. No matter what you do, if you want to become a doctor, if you want to become a scientist, if you want to become whatever you want to become, you have to utilize about technology. So I think that's the second frontier about after the business we have to get into. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to speak in front of you guys. Thank you.
The next speaker is Alison Benz. She's from Alina Health.
Thank you very much. My name is Allison Pence. I'm the Director of Community Engagement for Alina Health. And Assad asked me to come tonight just to speak briefly about the partnership that we've had for the last couple of years, addressing the healthcare equality issues that you referenced. One part of the American dream, unfortunately, has been that we are seeing chronic disease pop up in the Somali community. It's an issue that Assad brought to my attention and said, we really need to work on this. And I agreed with him. And I decided, between discussions between the two of us, it really was, we need to fix this both within the community and within healthcare. And so knowing that in order to change healthcare, I needed data. That's how healthcare changes. They don't move without data. And to help instill in our partners that we need to make some changes to our community. We held a series of focus groups in this room. I think actually a few of you were actually involved in the focus groups and have been involved. So thank you very much again for your time. But what we learned was a lot of what makes your life in America different from Somalia and how that is affecting your health. And so we have had discussions with the park district and with our local park rec departments, talk about how can we make this area more amenable to the Somali culture, you know, a population that's used to walking a lot. It's really hard to walk in Eden Prairie. It's almost impossible to walk in this area. How do we make our environment healthier, essentially? And then within Alina is actually the more exciting part of this, is that we are actually making changes within our organization that's not going to only affect the Somalis in this population, but actually across our entire system. We've added goals for our 2015 for our physicians related to optimal diabetes care in the Somali population and cancer screening. So both from starting in 2015, our doctors will, essentially their compensation, what they're paid is going to be based on the outcomes for the members of the Somali population. So that's very exciting to us. We're also taking the results from our focus groups to the doctors themselves and presenting the information. So it's been wonderful to work with this organization, and I think we have some really exciting things going forward.
So I would like to welcome on the stage Cicely, who is from NDC, and Abdu Yusuf, who is a board member of New American Academy, as well as a former graduate of this program.
Well, it is good to see all of you guys out here and all the guests that came out to support these wonderful graduates. I remember in the beginning, you guys were so excited, you know, interviewing, and the first day you were like, yes, you're ready to start these businesses. And it did go by really fast because he was like, yeah, we're graduating. And I was like, oh my gosh. So it went by really fast, but I hope you enjoyed, you know, the journey, learning, networking, getting to know each other, and just preparing for the future. Yes, we are in America, but this is your personal dream. You guys are leaving a legacy for your family. You're starting a new tradition and whatnot. So I commend you on that, and I'm excited to be here, you know, and supporting. With NDC, you know, once you're done, you guys are now alumni, and you guys can come back and, you know, take advantage of the resources that we have. You know, we have the small business lab, the business lab where you can get loans, lending, the Reba Free. We also have like marketing materials if you need people to help you with your website or your the design of everything, the layout. We have that. We have people helping with technical assistance, all of that. So just be sure to call me and we'll hook you up with all that stuff. And then
markalete congratulations, and I'm hoping inaad dhammaantiin ka faa'iidaysan doontaan waqtigeena iyo fursadan qaaliga ah. And markalete sidaas idin sheegay waxaan jeclaan lahaa inaad business planning aad diyaar ka dhigtaan as soon as tomorrow si aad u qaataan aan uga faa'iidaystaan business kan isaga ah.
Amina Ali. No? Did I have that wrong? Okay. Not here. All right. Do we have a Mariam Muhammad? All right.
waxaan rabaa inaan halkan uga waco Maxamed Cabdi.
Yasmin. Congratulations.
I would like to call here Abdulaziz Hirsi.
waan idin salaamaya dhammaantiin. asalaamu calaykum marka koobaad. waxaan aad ugu faraxsanahay dadka waqtigooda na siiyey inay noo yimaadaan graduation naga. macallimiinta waxna baray officialska stateka Minnesota nala jooga. waan aad baan salaamaya. And first and foremost, I have to graduate and I have to appreciate it the best I can. New American Academy, who gives us an opportunities to educate us as a business. I have an existing business, and as a matter of fact, what I learned this program was amazing, and it was very educational. It was inspiring. It was I got the best teachers, some people who did the training, practice it, use it, and it was a well gifted training. The other thing I would like to say words is the greatness of this nation in America. It's an amazing country. Sometimes I wonder who was the founders of this country, how smart they are. I mean, it's just a land that gives us one of the most intellectual human beings around the world, and gives us an idea, and inspiring, an exercise of a God-given quality of mankind can perform here in the United States. So being as a new American person who come to this country and educated and have an excellent life, frankly speaking, I should say that, we are out people who before us, who make us this. So we have to contribute. I believe we are a very conservative society. We like to work hard. We like to take care of our kids. We like to produce. So it's kind of a great opportunity for us to have a business and give example our kids and our families that everything is be possible. And I'm very proud for Somali communities what they're doing here and those who support us. NDC who become an idea of uplifting a new community like us. Thank you very much. We work hard and we'll pay tax. You will get. Thank you very much.
All right, and last but not least, Sarah Ali. Are you gonna speak? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sarah Lee. I do want to thank everyone that's here. I also want to thank our instructor, Asad, who gave us the opportunity to attend this class. I'm going to mainly speak English because I'm going to just try to make this short. I'm also here for an existing business that has been running for over 5-6 years, and that's why I'm here. This class was really an amazing class. It was very unexpected. Some of the information that I collected from, even though I already been part of a business, I've learned so much. And this class was a class that was actually preparing us to get into the some of the loan process. And I literally learned so much, and I would recommend almost everyone that's interested to start a new business to attend this class. Thank you. I have nothing else to say. I do want to thank you to the NDC who help us the process to get into this class. And again, I do want to thank the New American Academy. Thank you, Asad, for taking the time to help us lecture some of the information that we collect. And again, thank you, and have a nice night.
It's honor for me to speak in front of you today, and I'm glad that all of you guys are attending my graduation today. I've been taking classes, business classes from New American Academy, and supported by NDC. It was really a great opportunity for me to take this training. It's going to help me to expand my business. I do have existing business, and this training, the advantage I'd get from it was how to apply grants, how to operate your business, how to make your business more effective. So it was really great opportunity for me to have such a training from a New American Academy and NDC. Actually, it gives me a lot of in details about how business operates, and how you control, how you manage your financials, how you upgrade your business, how you be a successful business person. I do have a business background when it comes to my family backgrounds, and I've been having a business experience for quite some time, and it was my dream always to have a business, to start my own business, and I'm heading the right directions. And this training actually given me more motivations to have a better future in terms of my business. I want to thank all the participants today, all the officials, the Council Abdi Warsame, and the other officials who actually spend their time and drive all the way down to here in order to attend our graduations. I want to thank Asset, the CEO of a New American Academy, who assigned for me a special time because it was conflicting my schedules, and he gave me a special time to give me this training, and it was actually great that Asset was trying to help me out and to give me all the opportunities and all the skills I need to expand my business. I want to thank whoever supported this business, to this training, these classes, and I want to thank the people who actually, did this opportunity for me. waxaan rabaa in fursad qaali ah maanta ii ah inaan hortiina soo istaago aniga oo dhameeyay classkii businesska ahaa oo muddo 3 bilood noo socday. Classkaasi waxaa fangareeyay hay'adda la yiraahdo NDC, waxaana facilitationkeeda iska lahaa New American Academy. waxay noo ahayd fursad qaali ah oo nagula siiyay maartay business soo u shaqeeyo sida uu yahay. Anigu waxaan leeyahay business hadda shaqeynaya, waxaan doonayaa businesskayga inaan sii ballaariyo. waxay fursad ii noqotay inaan maartay aan heli karo ama aan codsan karo grants ama dhaqaale aan businesskayga ku sii ballaariyo. sidii aan u codsan lahaa, meeshii aan u mari lahaa businesskaas oo ah wax riba aan lahayn, maadaama islaaman nahay, ribadana ay tahay shay dembi ku ah diiniyan xagga islaamka. marka businesskan uu mar walba u baahan yahay dhaqaale iyo maartay funding lagu wado ama wax la yiraahdo cash flow, ayaa waxay fursad ii siinaysaa inaan awood u yeesho inaan codsado dhaqaalahaas iyo qaabkan u codsan lahaa iyo sidii aan u maamuli lahaa dhaqaalahaas hadii la isiyo. marka aad baan uga mahadcelinayaa New American Academy iyo NDC ba iyo intiinan ka soo qayb gashayba oo maanta nala wadaagaysa maalintan farxadeed. Assalaamu calaykum.